Hi everyone, welcome to today's lesson on calculating circumference of a circle. In case you can't tell from our first slide here, circumference of a circle is when we calculate the distance around the circle. So it's kind of like finding perimeter of an object, but when our object is round, aka a circle, we give it a special name for that distance around and we call it the circumference. So if you're going to be taking some notes and doing some examples with me in this lesson, this would be a great time to make a sketch of a circle. I would draw a line from the center of the circle to the outside edge. You can see where we have done that here, and label it R. That distance from the center of the circle to any point on the outside edge is called the radius of the circle. So the radius is the distance from the center point to anywhere along the outside edge of the circle. Next, I would jot down this first formula. We're going to be looking at two formulas for finding circumference of a circle, and this first one is when we know or are using the radius of the circle. So circumference C is equal to 2 times pi times the length of the radius. Go ahead and make your sketch and jot down that formula. Ladies and gentlemen, at any time, please feel free to pause the video so that you can jot down your notes. You can resume the video as soon as you're ready. Some of the sample problems that we're going to be working through will have the radius given to us, but other times we might see a line that goes through the center of the circle all the way across. That is called a diameter. If we know the diameter and not the radius, we're going to use the formula slightly differently. Diameter is equal to 2 times the radius. So if we have the radius and then another radius put together, that's equal to the diameter. So that's 2 times the radius. This middle line here is our second formula for circumference. If we know the diameter, oftentimes we write our formula as C for circumference is equal to pi times diameter. As a side note, pi is the irrational number. It's a never-ending decimal. It doesn't end and it doesn't repeat. And it starts off as 3.14159 and it just keeps going. Oftentimes we're going to abbreviate pi and use it as the very shortened version, 3.14. Go ahead and pause the video to jot down any notes that you need right now. You can resume the video as soon as you're ready. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, at this time I would like you to make a sketch of a circle and draw yourself a radius from the center of the circle anywhere to the outside edge. And usually when you're making a sketch, you want to try to make it as accurate as possible. I would use a ruler when you draw in your radius. And we're going to work out a problem together where we find the circumference of this circle if we know that the radius is 2.8 centimeters. I'm just going to go ahead and label that on my diagram, 2.8 centimeters. Now, because I am dealing with a radius, the formula that I'm going to use is the formula that includes radius. So that formula was 2 times pi times the radius. And I would like to encourage you to always start by writing your formula. And then our next step is going to be to substitute in any values we know. We don't know the circumference, so we're going to leave that variable alone and call it C for circumference. 2 is the value 2. And we just stated that we're going to be using the abbreviated version of pi as 3.14. Our radius, as stated in the problem, is 2.8. So in this step, all we did is fill in the values that we know. Now we're going to compute. So C, circumference, that's what we're trying to figure out, is going to be equal to 2 times 3.14 times 2.8. At this time, I'm going to go ahead and grab my calculator, and I'm going to punch in my values, 2 times 3.14 times 2.8. Okay, Once I hit equals, I get an answer of 17.584. My label in the problem was centimeters. That means that my circumference will be 17.584 centimeters. Okay, oftentimes we'll be asked to round our answers to the nearest tenths or hundredths. This time let's try rounding to the tenths. The value in the tenths place is a 5, but the value after that place tells us if we should round that 5 up or keep it the same. Because our value after the tenths place is 5 or higher, we will round up and our circumference will be equal to 17.6 centimeters. All right, ladies and gentlemen, for our next example, you can see that our circle looks a little different because this time we do not have a radius given. It looks like the line is drawn through the center of the circle and all the way across, which means that we have a diameter. This problem asks us to find the circumference of the circle, find the distance around, if the given diameter is 12 feet. Okay, so over here, the distance across this circle is equal to 12 feet. Because we're given a diameter, this time we're going to use the circumference formula that includes diameter. That's pi times d. Again, we'll substitute in the values we know. We don't know the circumference. We know that pi is equal to 3.14, and we then know that our diameter is 12. Now we can go ahead and grab our calculator. We're multiplying 3.14 times 12 to find our circumference, and we get 37.68. Okay, our label in the problem is feet, so feet will be our label for our circumference. The distance around this circle from wherever we start, let's say we start at point B and measure all the way around back to B, will be 37.68 feet. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a look at what looks to be a similar problem, but let's read it carefully. This time it says calculate the radius. That means that we don't know the radius of a circle with a circumference of 31.4 meters. We know that we're working with radius, so the correct formula for us to use is going to be the formula with radius in it. That's circumference equals 2 times pi times r. Next, we'll substitute in the values we know. They're telling us that the circumference is 31.4 meters. That means that we need to substitute that value in for c. We know that 2 is equal to 2, pi is equal to 3.14, but we don't know what the r value is. Okay, so our first step in calculating is going to be multiplying 2 times 3.14. Everything else in our formula will stay the same. Oops, looks like I made a mistake there. That should be 31.4. 2 times 3.14 is equal to 6.28 times our radius. Okay, now this problem's a little different. In order for us to figure out the value of the radius, these two values are being multiplied together, so we're going to have to use the inverse operation of dividing to isolate our variable. So I'm going to divide by whatever's hanging out with my variable, and if I do that on one side of my problem, I have to do the same thing on the other side. Now, anytime I take a value and divide it by itself, that equals 1. So 6.28 divided by 6.28 cancels each other out, and we get 1r. That isolates our variable. On the left side of our equation, we're going to take 31.4 divided by 6.28, and our solution is 5. Okay, that means that our radius of this circle is equal to 5 meters. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've got one more sample problem. This problem says calculate the diameter of the circle with a circumference of 18.84 inches. So we know that the distance around the circle is 18.84 inches, but we don't know how long the diameter is. We're still going to start with our circumference formula. We'll use the one that has diameter in it, and that's circumference equals pi times diameter. We're going to go ahead and substitute in the values we know. We know the circumference is 18.84, so that's going to go in for C. We know that pi has a value of approximately 3.14, and we don't know the diameter. Okay, 3.14 times d, and if I want to isolate to find out what d equals, I have to do an inverse operation. These are being multiplied, so I'm going to divide by 3.14. I'm going to go to the other side of the equal sign and do the same exact thing. Okay, on the right, 3.14 divided by 3.14 equals 1, so we're left with 1d. On the left, we need to figure out what that equals, so 18.84 divided by 3.14 equals 6. Well, that's a nice number. Okay, our label in this problem is inches, which tells us that our diameter is equal to 6 inches. All right, you guys, I think you've got enough to get yourself started on today's homework, and I hope you have a great day.